Hello, this is a series of videos that I'm doing about mistakes that small business do when they are advertising online. And one of them is not using a call to action. So what it is a call to actions? So if you're just putting information on your website about your product, but they don't have any call to action, it means they don't have anything to do on your website, you might be losing a sale. So what is the goal of your marketing campaign? So how do you expect your customers to help you reach this goal? So if you have a great advertising but no call to action, it is virtual useless. It means, for example, you make a great deal of a website and you did a great job in putting the website together, very good colors, fonts, images. So the guy is gonna be very fan of your product. But if you don't have a button to push to buy that or a call to action, for example, you're asking their email, whatever, because you wanted to have building up your list of emails so you can keep doing the advertising later on, whatever that is. For example, it would be a button like this: buy now, or give me your email address in the exchange for this free booklet, or whatever that is. If you don't put a call to action, it's gonna be virtually useless. One of the only things worse than no call to action is a poor call to actions. Because if you do a poor call to actions, the result will be even worse. New customers get 5% off. Does that sound enticing to you? So how about this? I'm just comparing here, okay? Visit our website before midnight on Saturday to receive 20% off on selected items and free shipping on all purchases. And also you include the link of your website. So the second call to action is significantly more appealing to their customer if you just put it like this: new customers get 5% off. Here you have a more complete call to action. For example, the second one has give the reason to actually visit your website, and it also does give the deadline by which to do it. And markets are ignoring those call to actions. So this last one here is much more effective. It gives the reason, gives the deadline, gives the link, right? And it's more enticing, more appealing. So never forget to put a call to action in all your advertising, because you're giving them a chance to do something about the information you're giving them. And the information could be about your service, could be about the product, could be about anything, right? So let's hear some data about how call to action it is ignored by marketers. 70% of business do not have a call to action buttons. So you'll be doing much better than 70% of your competitors, because 70% of them does not do this thing here, call to action. 47% of websites feature properly placed call to action button that takes user 3 seconds or less to spot. 72% of business don't have any call to actions on their interior web pages. So you maybe put the call to actions in more than one place. Sometimes you see a web page that has too much of it, right? In the beginning, the middle, and then 75% of the page, in the end of the page. When you try to close the page, it just pop up another button. So maybe it's that too much, but you don't have to just put one, right? 70% of websites don't display call to action buttons on their pages. They don't put it at all, right? So if you start using better call to actions method, you can separate your company from the crowd. So this is a great thing to do. Don't underestimate. So you maybe raise your sales just by putting a call to action button. It does not have always to be to buy your product. It might be other call to options button accordingly to your strategy, right? Maybe you're building a list of emails so you can advertise many other products. Maybe you're giving a free book in exchange for their email address. So it's not going to be only for buying your product, right? So, but this is a very good thing to do in your website, in your pages. So if you like this, I hope you find this interesting, and I hope you also can help you in your pages. So if you need any help with anything, feel free to drop me a message or go to my fan page in Facebook. So I'm here to help you. Hope to see you in another video.